what time it is, Playing skills, you did. Playing skills.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. The children will grow. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the...
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
The play fake to Ballage. Now Rosen. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Brady. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now White. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Open man is Gordon, complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
They'll try and run it in with White. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Lance Kendricks, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So the Patriots coming out now. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
Wait 20. 59. Let's go, team. 20 hit.
1st down, here's White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Patriots have taken the lead. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Recon, 132-5.
They run it with Balaj. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I to just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited.
It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Partner, Tom Brady has done this so well, so many times over his career, he's turned it into art form. If there is a museum for quarterback sneaks in the NFL, Tom Brady has his own wing.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 46. Operating from the gun. Brady flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Charles Harris. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, that's the second time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady, and Watson has it right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Benjamin Watson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Here's Rosen. Over the middle by Grant. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run here with Balazs. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He lets this one fly toward the back, and that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jakeem Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Balazs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay,
I
good.
just need some chocolate and a box of tissue. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man. We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Christian Wilkins in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The final shot before half for Brady. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Come on. Check. Monday.
So the false start will back them up 5. Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Let's get it.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Dancing, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On play action, Rosen. Looking deep for Gabriel. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw forward with Rosen. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 40. The drive starts with a run by White. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Patriots move back within a couple of the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Play action here with Rosen. On the right side, open is Gesicki. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And it's 2nd down.
Mike 50. Let's go.
They go play action. It's Rosen. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 22.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Devin Singletary, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this a 9-point game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this time, Brady will throw. And Watson has it right side. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Tom Brady needing a 4th quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the 4th quarter like they are now. That throw by Brady, incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player, not any chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the...
He's got daylight, the 20, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant with officially a 103-yard return, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Now Rosen will lead him up here to go for 2.
conversion.
Let's go. Watch twist.
From the gun, it's Rosen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though,
in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
so Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 24. Operating from the gun, Brady finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check 52.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Charles Harris able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
He completes it right side to White. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
New England on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. After the sack on 1st down, Brady. And he's going to go down again. Charles Harris in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Here's Brady. That's caught. It's Thomas. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Singletary to get the drive started. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. To throw is Brady. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Brady to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, 48 yards. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. One final try now for Brady, eluding the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?